The journey towards spiritual awakening is often depicted as a path of light, enlightenment, and unequivocal peace. Yet this ascent is not without its lesser-discussed pitfalls. This video delves into the profound and at times unsettling dark side effects of spiritual awakening, an exploration that shines a light on the struggles many may encounter, yet few openly discuss. By understanding these challenges, we can foster a more holistic and compassionate approach to personal transformation. Waking up spiritually is akin to finally breaking the surface after a long dive. Suddenly you find yourself gasping for the fresh air of reality, while others continue swimming in a pool of illusions. These awakening changes the fabric of your existence. From that point on, there's never going back. Doors behind you vanish, and all that's left is the path ahead. In this newfound freedom, you also discover a sense of confinement. Understanding spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is a broad term that describes a process in which an individual experiences profound changes in their perception of themselves and the world around them. It marks a shift from an egocentric perspective to a deeper, often more intuitive understanding of interconnectedness and the nature of existence. While this journey can bring clarity and connection, it also catapults individuals into the realm of the unknown, and with it can usher in disquieting side effects. The dark night of the soul. One of the most harrowing experiences associated with spiritual awakening is often referred to as the dark night of the soul. This is a stage where the individual feels a deep sense of despair, disconnection, and confusion. The previous constructs and beliefs that once provided comfort and identity dissolve, leaving a void that can feel overwhelming. This spiritual crisis can lead to an existential depression as the individual confronts profound questions about purpose and self-worth without the armor of their former ego. Amplification of shadows. When individuals embark on a spiritual path, they often strive for ideals such as compassion, love, and forgiveness. However, in doing so, they may encounter the unaddressed darker aspects of their psyche, their shadows. Spiritual growth can illuminate personal flaws, unresolved traumas, and harmful patterns. This awareness can be painful and destabilizing, forcing the individual to grapple with aspects of their character they might prefer to ignore or hide. Isolation and misunderstanding. Spiritual awakenings can create a sense of isolation. As individuals undergo profound internal changes, they may find that they no longer resonate with their old lifestyles, relationships, or societal structures. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and being misunderstood by friends, family, and society at large. The lack of a supportive community or lack of people who can relate to their experiences deepens the sense of disconnection. Struggles with integration. Another dark side effect of spiritual awakening is the difficulty in integrating new insights and ways of being into everyday life. Individuals may struggle to reconcile their inner transformations with the outer demands of jobs, relationships, and societal expectations. Living with one foot in the mundane world and another in a transcendent realm can generate stress and a sense of living a dual life, one that is not fully understood or accepted by either side. Ego backlash. An ironic twist in the pursuit of spiritual transcendence is the powerful resurgence of the ego. As the ego begins to feel threatened by the individual's spiritual progress, it may assert itself with increased vigor, often leading to spiritual arrogance or a holier-than-thou attitude. This ego backlash undercuts the very humility and openness that the path of awakening seeks to foster. Overemphasis on positivity. In the spiritual community, there is often a heavy emphasis on positive thinking and maintaining high vibrations. While these practices can be beneficial, they can gloss over the necessity of processing painful emotions and experiences. This can lead to spiritual bypassing. A situation where individuals use spirituality to avoid facing psychological wounds and unresolved issues. Physical manifestations. Spiritual awakenings often correlate with bodily responses, ranging from increased energy and sensations of euphoria to fatigue, illness, or unexplained pain. The body mirrors the tumult happening within the psyche, and the so-called purification process can manifest as a range of physical symptoms that medical tests may not easily explain. Navigating relationships during spiritual awakening. As individuals evolve spiritually, their values, interests, and worldviews may shift dramatically. This transformation can strain relationships as they might feel out of sync with partners, family members, and friends who don't share, understand, or support their spiritual journey. Communication patterns can falter. Loved ones may perceive the change as a rejection of shared history or values. Consequently, the spiritually awakening individual might suffer from guilt, confusion, or grief as they navigate a changing social landscape or consider ending long-standing relationships to honor their new path. The burden of increased sensitivity. A common yet understated consequence of spiritual awakening is heightened sensitivity. The individual's senses may become more acute, and they might develop a pronounced empathy for the pain and suffering of others. While increased empathy can be seen as a gift, it may also feel like a curse when it leads to emotional and sensory overload. Individuals might find themselves withdrawing from the world to protect their newfound sensitivities, grappling with the challenges of needing isolation while yearning for connection. Loss of identity and the fear of insanity. During the process of awakening, previously cherished aspects of self-identity can dissolve, leading to a distressing question: who am I if not what I once believed? The ground beneath one's feet can feel like it's giving way, and the accompanying disorientation can be terrifying. Some may fear they are losing their sanity as their experiences, like visions, insights, or altered states of consciousness, may be mislabeled as symptoms of mental illness by medical professionals or judged as eccentric by their community. Financial and career disruption. An awakening can deeply impact an individual's career, aspirations, and financial stability. As spiritual values become prioritized, previously rewarding careers may seem meaningless or misaligned with one's purpose. This realization can lead to a radical career change or the decision to downsize one's lifestyle. However, uncertainty about how to generate income while living authentically can lead to financial strain and societal pressure, counterintuitively necessitating a re-engagement with material concerns at a time when the individual seeks to transcend them. Disillusionment with the spiritual community. Those on the path of awakening sometimes turn to spiritual leaders or communities for guidance. Unfortunately, disillusionment can set in when these figures or groups fail to live up to expectations or are revealed to have flaws, sometimes even exploiting, manipulating, or abusing power. This betrayal can be deeply shattering as it challenges the awakened individual's beliefs about the sanctity of the spiritual path and the trustworthiness of those who claim to be more enlightened. Spiritual materialism. A less obvious pitfall is what Chogyam Trungpa referred to as spiritual materialism, using spirituality as a subtle means to achieve egoic ends, such as social status or self-validation. The individual may collect spiritual experiences, achievements, or possessions as evidence of their progress, thus fueling the ego rather than transcending it. This contradictory dynamic can align spiritual development with consumerist attitudes, leading to a commodification of spiritual wisdom and experiences. Existential angst and the search for meaning. As individuals awaken to the vastness of existence and the mysteries of consciousness, they often confront the limitations of human knowledge and experience. This revelation can spawn an existential angst, marked by a profound awareness of the impermanence of life and the potential meaninglessness of human pursuits. The search for meaning in an awakening process can be unrelentingly intense and occasionally overwhelming, as individuals wrestle with cosmic questions that may have no definitive answers. Coping with the dark side effects, the path to navigating these dark side effects of spiritual awakening lies in embracing them as essential components of growth. Practicing self-compassion, seeking supportive communities that understand the complex nature of spiritual transformation, and fostering a balanced approach to inner development are pivotal. It may also involve professional guidance from therapists or mentors who recognize the intersection of psychological well-being with spirituality. In conclusion, the path of spiritual awakening is a labyrinth that intertwines light with shadow, joy with pain, clarity with confusion. As much as it is an ascent toward higher states of consciousness, it is also a descent into the depths of the self. By shining a light on the unspoken struggles of this transformative journey, we open the doors to a more complete dialogue that acknowledges the full spectrum of experiences. The dark side effects of spiritual awakening are not stumbling blocks, but rather integral aspects of the odyssey towards self-discovery. In embracing these challenges, individuals can navigate their spiritual paths with greater awareness, humility, and the strength to integrate the entirety of their experiences, both light and dark, into a cohesive whole. For those who truly seek it, awakening is both a gift and a challenge, a dance between clarity and confusion. Your authentic journey will guide you and your empathy will enrich the world around you. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.